a big one for Burna Boy. Burna Boy has got his hand on his new McLaren Senna machine. That is about 2 point something billion naira. That is something I got from their website and from other platforms, and a lot of people are saying 3.5 billion. So maybe now the website where they go. But let's talk about this thing. The way Burna Boy is buying flashy cars, that does not make it like Burna Boy is the richest artist. That is one thing I want to show the outsiders, because you need to understand that a lot of people, a lot of artists, they got their own priorities. Some people, they buy cars, some people, they invest, some people, they do other things. But Burna Boy is one of the biggest earner in Afrobeats in 2024/2025. According to a report, total revenue of Burna Boy was put at $15 million, while that of Davido, although he didn't do much tours in this period, was put at $3.5 million. And we got Ashake, it was put at about $889,000, and that is really massive. That is to show you that a lot of African artists are really raking in the dollars. That is something I got to understand. This is one of the biggest car that Burna Boy has bought. But just before he bought this car, Burna Boy was saying flying a brand new helicopter, and a lot of people are saying that that could be Burna Boy's helicopter. So when we check the price of that helicopter, it was between $1.8 million to $4 million. And Burna Boy has not confirmed whether he bought that helicopter, but he confirmed that he bought this McLaren, and that a lot of people are now responding to. And this car is called Formula One. That is one of their fastest. That is what Burna Boy has bought. Does it need a special permission or license to actually drive that car? That is something we need to find out in our next video. So let me read something to you so that you get to understand about this car. McLaren Senna, a hyper car named after Formula One legend Ayrton Senna, was introduced with a starting price of approximately $1 million. However, due to its exclusivity, performance, capabilities, and customization options, actual transaction price have varied, between $1.17 million to $1.2 or $1.3 million. That is what we are really looking at, and it's still on the high side. One of the most expensive car in the world. Burna Boy actually got that. Let's catch a glimpse of that.
I tell you, only one Abuja car.
Yeah, bro.
Do have it easy. Let me go.
Away from that, trending right now also on social media is this issue of people giving all their seeds to their pastor. So I want to read these things so that you will get to understand it, that it will work for some people, why it not work for some people, depending on your belief. My first payment was like 500k. I gave everything to the church. The next payment was like 1 million naira. So that came in from a person of Ruga. So now, based on what Ruga said, he said, when I confess hammer, I give unto the church, believing that God is going to perfect everything. And now it turned out well. So I got a lot of money after doing that. But it gets some people we don't complain, say they make money, they can't give out to the church. Immediately they do them, things not on the work again. To go back to the church, go collect their money back, it can't be like problem. So it depends on your faith, on your level of faith. That is something I need to share with you on this. And this is an interesting story. And we got to understand it that not be every time we will condemn churches, so, but it will work for some people. So let's listen to Ruga on this.
Okay. Because every point it was getting bigger. My first payment was like 500k when I first came out. 500k. I can remember I gave everything to the church.
Okay.
I didn't use it. The next payment was like 1 million. Feeling like, okay. Like,
If I'm mad, if I'm
buying
dead.
things, buying parfait.
It's my mind for But then more millions came.
More millions came, like in the space of 1 year. More millions came, and now like.
But I felt like you were prepared for that. I don't think money. Did you feel like money changed you?
Money changes everybody.
Why
Why
you make money not change?
Yeah, man.
So obviously.
So now you've heard from Ruga and gotten to understand that it work for Ruga. But that one not mean say it go work for you depending on the level of your faith. But it's better to give. That is something I will say on this. What are your own takes about this story? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a glimpse at what you feel. Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.